Hello my dears and welcome back to the Kitty Coven. We are here to do this week's Dreamsnaps, so if you want to see how I've put this whole area together to do my photo for this week, stick around for just a bit and I will show you my entire process. But before we do that, it would mean the world to me if you took just a few minutes to make sure you were subscribed to the channel if you've been enjoying our Dreamsnaps videos. Maybe hit that bell to make sure you don't miss the next one. And maybe check out some of my other social media if you're enjoying the content here. There's plenty more across several different platforms. Let's take a look and see what our challenge is this week. What are we looking at? Okay, so it is a decoration challenge. Serene village vibes. You step out of your house for a peaceful stroll through your charming village. It's filled with warmth, simplicity, and the very essence of coziness. Decorate your very own cozy and serene space. Well, it's fitting that I am already in Storybookvale because I think I'm just going to create a very fall, like book vibes, little coziness. I think right here actually is going to be really cute. So let's start to see maybe what they are suggesting. And maybe start to pull some stuff out. The little couch could be cute. The dining tables, maybe. I have an idea to maybe bring like the restaurant over here and do something with that. The little taffeted chairs are really cute. We gotta have some book piles. Maybe some small dining tables as well. I'm going to probably make a vibe that's a lot bigger than is actually going to be seen here. I think this is one that I'm really going to like stretch out in how I decorate because half of it's probably going to be left, if I'm honest. This has been kind of my plan to decorate my Storybookvale bind anyway. So we're gonna just kind of see where this takes us. And I have a feeling that a lot of it's gonna be left behind just to fill out my bind anyway, which kind of works out real well for me. I actually really love when we get a challenge that kind of leaves behind something you wanted anyway. Like in order to fulfill it, you're gonna be doing stuff you kind of planned on. So it works out really well in that case. And I think that's something that I am so excited about with this specifically. I think it's going to be so cute. So we're just going through. I'm grabbing a lot of very books type things, very fall. I want to really kind of fill her out. I'm thinking a lot of greens and oranges and browns. I think that's kind of what we're going to be doing here. And I think that's what's going to look really cute. The rustic brick oven is so cute. So I think we're definitely going to use those. Maybe we can put some melted candles on things. Maybe we'll do that fountain. I definitely want a fountain. I'm not certain which one, though. We could do the small one, too. I don't think the small one. No, I think I need a bigger one. I think that's going to be kind of we're going to want something a bit bigger here. The bookish fire pit is so cute, and I think absolutely going to be necessary here. Absolutely going to be so good for just filling out space and making a really cute little corner for it. Oh, we are still looking. What else do we have? Maybe the elegant red benches if we want to add in some reds. I don't know if we will, but we'll have it out anyway, so I've got it kind of ready to go in case we do choose to use them. Because this is usually what I do here, is I just go through and I kind of pull anything that I feel might work for the kind of vision I have. And then as we start to build it, we'll get rid of a few things, we'll duplicate some stuff until we're happy with it. And that's gonna be our plan here. I do like the fallen log perch for this. I think we could make a really cute little sitting area with that. Maybe do them like around our whatchamacallits? Oh, that's a different green. That's a really different green. I don't know how I feel about how different that green is from the other greens. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how we feel about it and how it looks as things are like finished and all together. Because that's definitely something that makes a difference. Sometimes you can get some variation in the green, but sometimes you really need to like not do all the variation. You know what I mean? And we'll just have to see how it is once we have it all, which is fine. That is totally fine by me. I am okay taking my time on that. I would rather grab out some extras rather than have to like not have enough and try to dig back through later. Whereas if we do one kind of big real look and then come back to it, it tends to be a little bit smoother at least. Now we're already most of the way through like the recommended stuff, and we do have a very good base. I do think I'm going to look at maybe the fairies stuff, and then there was our autumn star path stuff when we had a bunch of like fall based things. Was that a star path or was that a premium shop? I can't actually remember now. But there's a bunch of like fall based things that I really loved. They were so cute. So we're definitely going to be trying to find those. There was like the wagon that had the actual like leaf effect, and the harvest table that I pulled out I think is already part of it. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. In fact, I think you can actually just look at similar pieces, and that might actually pull out what I need for that. Possibly. We'll have to look in a minute and see. We're still looking. We're still looking. We're still looking. I think we're kind of at our point here. I do think there's some green dinner chairs though. Formal dining chairs, whatever they want to call them. So we may try to see if we can pull those up. But I don't think there's really going to be anything else here for us. Not for the vibe I'm thinking. Not for where I'm kind of going with this. We'll pull a hay bale out. We only have one, but we'll pull it out anyway. That may be cute. Oh, here, these. The wagon, the autumnal carriage. Oh, the Winnie the Pooh tree could be really cute, actually. Oh, that's going to be so cute here. So cute. Okay. 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 We got some good stuff here right at the end. I wasn't expecting to hit some really good stuff here at the bottom, but we did, which is amazing. Okay. I do want to come in here and I want to look at the Disney fairies stuff. I think there might be some stuff in here that could be really cute. Maybe the fairy tale garden table. Maybe we'll make that like a little seating area with the stuff. There's not quite as much there as I thought I was going to have. I think most of it was probably already in the thing. And that's what it kind of feels like. We could look at, I feel like the Halloween stuff's going to maybe be a little bit too on the nose. But we'll take a look. The pumpkin stacks can be used for sure. Oh gosh, what other filters could we use here? For anything else that would be very fall, very comfy, cozy. I don't know. I think that's going to be, this is just going to have to be our start, I think. Which is a very solid start. We have a lot of stuff here. Okay. So I want to build it out around my home a bit. We're going to move our crafting station down here. I kind of want this to be maybe the side. I don't want it to be the main focus, but I definitely want to see it a bit. We're going to start to move some of this stuff out of the way a bit. I do really like the idea of using like Aurora's cottage. Maybe we'll put her there, and we'll get Merida in here as well if we can. Oh, there's a dig spot. Okay. Let me go get that dig spot dug up. Let me go dig this up so I can put this back just a hair. Okay. So let's come back over here now. And then we are going to actually move you over a tad. I'll move you back an itty bitty bit. There we go. And then we're going to put you in, but there's another dig spot I need to get rid of to do that. Oh man, sometimes these dig spots, they get me. Like, please, I just want to put stuff there. I don't even care what you have. You could just leave it. Okay, that was actually a dream shard. I'm glad that I got that and didn't lose it, but you know, still, my statement still stands. Most of the time I wouldn't care. Okay, so we're gonna kind of put you there just to fill that out a bit. Actually, maybe we move this over a step this way. Here we go. Okay. Can I maybe move my house a tiny bit? Not actually a huge fan of moving it like that, but we could maybe put you, use this as like a little cooking area maybe? A little cooking area. I think that's actually really cute like that. I think that's really cute like that. Now I do want to put some of these kind of out and about, make it look like they're, you know, being used. Okay. So now we need to kind of start to pull stuff away from the middle here so I can start to build out. There's a couple ways that we could build this out too. And this is where it's really going to start to get me in terms of like trying to build it out really cute. All right, can I get maybe I don't have another one. Okay, well maybe tuck those a bit closer together then like that. No, I think it needs a third. Oh, that actually works. There we go. Okay. Tuck you there. Tuck you here. Just gonna kind of slowly move everything out of the way. I think this is a little too nice. Maybe, I don't know. Now, I do kind of maybe like the idea of making this the centerpiece, but I don't think it quite works how I want it to. Oh, this is the pain of building these kind of things out. Is like, there's so many ideas I have in my head, but trying to make them all work together is going to be the problem. Okay, we can maybe kind of set those like that. So they're like little perches. No. I want like a nice center area though, and this is going to be the really hard part. Okay, maybe we do you. Right. So we're going to do you. And then we're going to take these guys. We'll do like one there. And one there. Actually, I like the idea of a fire pit here instead, which would be this. I really want the fire pit. I think maybe that can work. I think that could be really cute. And then maybe we toss like one of these here. And we can put some melted candles on it. Okay. And then we can, I want to fill this out with like these stones. Make it like a really nice little spot, you know? Okay. Okay, it's coming together. Put a little pile of books there maybe. And another one over here. Okay, okay, that's coming together really nicely. Now I need to just kind of start to fill out spaces here. We want it to feel really full. Lots of pumpkins. Definitely lots of pumpkins. Some over there, maybe. Maybe we'll like, oh, I didn't mean to make that go away. Cracker Jack. Okay, so I think we're gonna take the photo like right here, right? So I want it to kind of peer into this area. So we're gonna do a couple of these right here. I want the leaves to kind of be coming around me. Similar items. Autumnal carriage. There we go. Maybe we'll tuck this like over here. I need to move some of the stuff out of the way though. I need to move some of this stuff out of the way. Okay. So I also need to maybe make a path. Maybe we just continue these up. I'm doing this as if I can't just like rotate these. Why can't I pick that one up? Okay, it's getting a little bit funky. I was noticing this the other day that it gets a bit funky when I'm like trying to decorate sometimes. It doesn't always want to pick things up quite right. Okay. So I'm going to come stand here. Game's struggling a bit. It loves to do that to me. Okay. And then let's just start to kind of see what this looks like. Okay, so we are going to get those. I need to fill out this area a good bit more, though. Like, this needs more. Absolutely. Okay, so we're going to actually maybe pull you in. Nope, not far enough. There we go. And then we'll duplicate you, and we'll do another one over here. Okay, you are too far in now because that statue's in the way. Okay. You know, we're gonna bring these both in just a little bit more. Because that'll really help fill stuff out as well. Okay. So that kind of helps with those spots. Now, let's move these out of here. Maybe we'll put you over here. Things don't have to make the most sense either, and that's something that I've been really struggling to like teach myself. Is it's okay if it doesn't make perfect sense, because people aren't going to be paying attention to it. As long as it suits the theme in terms of making sense, that's fine. But in terms of like, oh, why is there, you know, that's not an actual usable viable space. That's not something people are going to be caring about. It's just not. So you really sometimes got to fill out the space a bit more than you even think you do. And that's the big key. That's something that I've been learning a lot, is learning to really make the space feel full and not just decorated. Because decorating it to like use it and have it being an existing space and to run around in is very different than it is to take the photos. Now I do want to start to look at like our underbrush and our landscaping stuff. See, we can do some of these leaf piles. Really kind of use them to fill things out a bit. Okay, so that's gonna go there. And what other underbrush do we have that works in here? This is where it's going to start to get a little bit difficult. We can absolutely do a little bushes, some of these. They're actually going to fill it out really nice, I think. Okay, I don't really have anywhere else there that I like that to sit. Oh, we've got some more orangey bushes. Yes. Maybe we'll do you there and there. And see if we can maybe pull a couple in here. Here we go. Okay, okay. And now let's look at trees. We have these bushes, which are also really cute. And could be really nice here. Okay, hang on. Let's move these back a bit. And then maybe we can pull you guys in here. Somehow, some way. There we go. Okay. Oh, we could do one of you over here. I feel like that's going to be a little bit too tall for what I'm kind of thinking here. Now, I do want to try to get some trees going in the background here just a bit, just to help fill it out. Make it really feel nice and full. In fact, we can probably kind of use some of these to start to cut off the like areas that aren't very full. You know, use them to kind of close the space in a bit. There we go. Okay, let's see what we're looking at now. Start to kind of see what we need to fill in here. Ooh, okay, so that looks really nice. I actually think what we need to do, because I'm loving this, I think we just need to kind of pull these in a bit more. Just to kind of shorten that distance that we need to fill. Okay, I would really love to have something else right at my feet. Oh, okay. Oh, what can we put right at our feet, though, that we like? Maybe we just do... like... Oh, actually, I love the idea of maybe... Oh, these can't go over the pathing, though. Because that would have been so perfect. That would have been so perfect. Okay. Oh, what about maybe some rocks? I feel like all of the rocks for this are like huge though. Yeah, they are. They are huge. What if I search pumpkin? Go under all. We could do some of these guys. Maybe use these to fill it out a bit. I only have one. Okay. Gotta think. Gotta think, man. Ooh, actually, what about some more of these? I think I might be only able to fit one. But if we angle it right, maybe that'll fill the space a bit better. Okay, well now I'm a little bit too far forward, and that is definitely a bit too tall for what I need. Okay, what about just like some of these actually? Some books? Okay, well that's not what I thought you were gonna show me as similar items. Okay, so we could do the books maybe. And what if I go under all and I search like candle? What here? Okay, there's nothing here. Sucks the floating candles are indoor only, because that would have been so cool to see. What if we look under both the Brave and the Sleeping Beauty? Okay, what do we have in here, maybe? Nothing that's going to be a good space filler. Okay. Oh, well, actually, idea. What if we do you, and then we get a couple of these guys? Oh, they're a bit bigger than I thought they were. But maybe if we do them far enough forward, maybe we move you there, and then we're going to do like you here, and you here. Okay, now let's try this. Oh, that works beautifully. Oh, that works actually so beautifully. Okay, so, oh, they're changing the weather on me. Nope, I want sunny. So this may take a couple of tries to get right. But we are going to turn the saturation up 1 hint. We are going to light our character a bit better. Give a tiny bit of light bloom. Oh, I actually like the idea of that. Oh, this is looking so beautiful. Oh, this is coming out so cute. Okay, so now we have to aim it just right with the leaves. That blocks Merida. Blocks me. Oh, I think this is it. This is it. Please tell me we hit our things. We do. I love that we have Merida and Flynn in the back. They are like talking and hanging out back there right around that little mushroom table. Everything just feels so full. You see a little hint of books. You see a lot of pumpkins, a lot of orange, a lot of green, a lot of very like comfy, cozy fall vibes, which is very much my vibe. But when it comes to comfy, cozy, I like the books. I like the fall. I like the cozy, comfy spice, apple, pumpkin, all of that. So I'm really, really happy with how this came out. So we're going to go ahead and submit it just like this. And that's going to be our Dream Snaps for this week. If you guys have done your Dream Snaps and would like to share it with us in the Kitty Coven, you can join the Kitty Coven Discord down below. There is a Disney Dreamlight Valley section, and you can drop it in there. I would love to see your guys' submission, especially if you got any inspiration from me. I would love to see it. I really, really would. But we'll be back for next week's Dream Snaps, which I cannot wait to see what it's going to be. See you next time, my Kitty Coven.